10. Mind Reader. Computers are getting better and better as we are advancing into the future. There are computers that can predict our moves within a split second, but with that, there comes a fearful thought of computers taking over human lives, and this video might be the one to make that fear into reality. In the video, a person's head is wrapped with a funny-looking helmet that is connected to the computer. The person sits in front of the computer for 2 hours and scans the brain of the person to know the person. Then after 2 hours, the person is told to imagine the faces he was thinking about in those 2 hours. Are you getting what's going to happen next? Yes, the computer reads the signals his brain was making and tries to create the person he was thinking at the very moment. And as a result, the computer was able to generate a picture of the person's imagination with 70 to 85% accuracy. While it can be good from the technological revolution point of view, think of the breach of privacy. It raises the fear of a life without privacy in the future, and I don't think we would like that. A tunnel where a boy saw something so unexpected that he had to run for his life, or a thing that caused the person with the camera to fall on the ground. Want to know more about them? Stick with me till the end. Number 9. Secret government experiment. This video is supposed to be from the 1930s, and if you believe this aerial video, then you can be seeing one of the earliest chemtrail experiments from the 30s. Chemtrails refer to the theory that governments or other parties are engaged in a secret program to add toxic chemicals to the atmosphere from aircraft in a way that forms visible plumes in the sky, somewhat similar to contrails. Some of the motives that can be speculated relating to this experiment, including sterilization, reduction of life expectancy, mind control, or weather control. In the video, we can see that the strange chemical sprayed by the jet immediately forms a dense cloud wall that is hovering over the ocean floor. Looking at the quality of the video, it seems pretty real, and no sound also points to authenticity, as cameras couldn't capture sound at that time. The white and black spots in the video prove it is not a loop. Whichever country was the one to conduct this experiment surely didn't want the public to see it. Number 8. Think before you eat. As a human, you have to eat to ensure better health, and you have to be careful with the food you eat. This is apparently a leaked video from a food processing facility somewhere in Asia, and I can bet you the food industry doesn't want you to see it. The video starts with a man putting several kinds of plastic into a shredder, and the plastic comes out of the machine as a sludge, which is cut by hand with the help of scissors. Then the cut sludge is placed into another machine that transforms it into multiple long strings, and from there, the strings are fed into a machine that shreds them into the shape of rice grains. And actually, these plastic rice are mixed with real rice to be served later. This is not the only one. There is another video that shows the same setup to produce plastic rice. If you think about the consequence of eating them, it can send a chill down your spines. Number 7. No handshakes, please. Okay, here is a video of 2 people shaking their hands, and at first look, it seems totally normal. 9 out of 10 people actually can't find out what's exactly going on in there, but when you look a bit closer, you get a feeling something's not right here. Still can't figure it out? Look at the hand that comes forward to shake the hand of the person that is recording the video. Yes, the structure of the hand says it is a right hand, but it comes from the left side. And look at the fingernails, which will creep you to the core. They are facing the wrong way. Well, there is a scientific explanation for this. Actually, the condition is called hypermobility, which is commonly known as the double-jointed. This condition is used to describe the ability to move joints beyond the normal range of movement. Almost 30% of the population has this condition, but not to this extent. I definitely wouldn't enjoy a handshake with that person, and I can guarantee neither will you. Number 6. Ghost of a girl. So, in this TikTok video, TikTok is showing a mysterious ice maker, which makes a creepy sound. So as the TikToker starts to go to the kitchen from the living room where the ice machine is, and enters into the kitchen before switching the light on, we can see a shadow of a girl standing just beside the ice maker. But as soon as the lights are turned on, the shadow disappears into thin air. But the main motive of the video was to show the creepy sound we can also hear. But the sighting of the ghost makes the creepiness of the sound pale. Number 5, filter on the ghost. TikTok is becoming famous for its new and unique filter the users can apply in their videos. So, the girl in the video was trying out the psychedelic filter of TikTok. For the filter, the girl was surrounded by electric colors, and from there, we can guess that the filter will surround any person with electric colors. But TikTok's filter applies really well for ghosts too. As the girl spans her camera around the room, on the sofa where there is no one sitting, suddenly we can see electric colors surrounding thin air, like someone is sitting there. And that is not it. As the girl turns the camera to herself again, you can see the electric colors follow the frames, and at last you can see the same electric colors behind the girl. Try not to use this filter when you are alone. Number 4, listen to your dog. Dogs are man's best friends, for sure. And I bet everyone knows that dogs and other animals can sense paranormal activities from miles away. This video is another example of that. In this video, 2 friends are seen to be riding a snowmobile through the woods. To add some creepiness into the video, it was nighttime and they were accompanied by their dog named Jake. From the starting of the video, Jake is seen to be barking continuously, and many can guess that he is excited. But if you focus on the pattern of Jake's movement, you can see that Jake comes in front of the snowmobile several times, like he is wanting to stop them from approaching ahead. Like he senses something not normal is waiting ahead for them. But the friends pay little heed to Jake and keep coming forward of the snow. After a moment, they realize why their dog was trying to stop them. A strange-looking creature is standing right by the side of the track. The alien-looking thing wasn't making any kind of sound, so they came face to face with it and rushed from the spot. As dogs are known to be protective of their owners, but in this case, I think Jake felt so intimidated by it, so he was wanting his owners to avoid it. Number 3, what's behind the curtains? Are you a fan of paranormal shows that feature some really scary or creepy ghost sightings? Then this one's for you. This video is from a popular paranormal incident hunting show called The Ghost Watch, which aired in the 90s. So, there was some controversial moments related to this show, but one of its episodes, which aired in 1992, was not supposed to be seen, as it had some really scary footage. So, in this episode, one investigator of the show investigates an alleged haunting at a suburban house in Englishtown, North Holt, whilst the show host acted as a skeptic from the studio. Pipes was the name given by the residents to the ghost, as it sounded pipes hissing and banging in the walls most of the time. None of the pictures hanging on the wall seems to be thrown to the investigator as she reports what's going on. And then many people were calling in to say they had seen something in the bedroom. And when the footage from the bedroom is replayed, we can see what actually the people were talking about. So, in that footage, as the camera pans out, a shadowy figure can be seen in the curtain area, which seems to be just standing there and staring at the crews. That's not it. The camera shows a mirror moving on its own, reflecting an entity that doesn't belong to the family members or the show crews. Creepy. Number 2, fear the tunnel. Imagine you are walking past a long tunnel and you suddenly hear a scream coming from it. Won't you be a bit curious to find out what actually is making that sound? Well, this boy in the video also became curious to find out the source of the scream that was coming from the tunnel. As he decides to investigate the tunnel, he starts to enter the tunnel of which you can't see the end. For a while, there are just the footsteps of the boy we can hear, and then suddenly we can hear something. And given the environment, it sounded eerie. The recorder stops to grasp whatever is going on and tries to see into the darkness to find what was causing that sound. Then he says hello to whomever the sound is coming from. But the creature didn't like the breach of his privacy for sure, as he made a heart-trembling screeching sound while running towards the boy, seeing that the boy rushed to the end of the tunnel. But what was that creepy creature? Number 1, look behind you. This is one of the videos that start with a really good vibe, but ends with leaving you in awe. So the video was first put on the internet in 2019, and was able to gather quite an attention on the World Wide Web. So in the video, there is a girl playing and enjoying her time outside of a fenced home. The girl runs towards the fence, and we can see there is a pair of swings tied together in knots. Then, suddenly the girl points to something behind the person who is recording, as she starts to pan her camera to see what the girl is actually pointing to. There is no one in the distance across the field, but the thing was really close to the camera person, just behind her. It was a creepy-looking ghoul of a girl, and from the look of it, the ghoul seems to be smiling in a creepy way to the camera person, seeing that the camera seems to fall off from the hand of the camera person, which is pretty normal if you ask me. So that's it, guys. Here ends our list of the top 10 videos you weren't meant to see. If you enjoyed the video, then go on and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Click the next video displayed to continue watching. See you guys in the next video.